Packing for Japan isn't just about clothes. In this video, I'm going to take you through what I packed, the things that I wished I packed, and what you must pack because you might never find them in Japan. Let's get started. My name is Upendonais Barasa. I moved to Japan to teach English from Kenya. If you're interested, subscribe. You don't want to miss it. Come on, join the bandwagon. Hi friends, my name is Upendonais Barasa. I've been living in Japan for the past 1.5 years and I'm from Kenya. Today, I'm going to give you a packing list, basically. Clothes, don't do it. Friends, don't do it. You will move to Japan and realize that the fashion, style, and sense is very different. Some of the clothes that you'd wear in your country and you feel, oh, this look nice. Here, you'll just feel out of place. And I feel like I spent so much money on trying to buy so many clothes, so many shoes, that in the end, I never wore them. Trust me, I never wore those things. But, there's a but. If you are a size, I would say UK 12 and up, even though you can find clothes, but not all of them. If you're size UK 12, 14, or if you're plus size, there are items that you might never find here. If you're tall, if you're a guy or a woman and you're tall, the pants here, even for me, I'm 5'5" or 5'6", but sometimes they just don't hit where they're supposed to hit. I like pants that are just at the right length, maybe around the ankle. Sometimes they are above the ankle. And because they are small generally, even the hips tend to be a little slimmer. The pants keep going up, making them even shorter. I don't know if that makes sense. So if you know you fall into that category of wider hips or you're tall, wider thighs, you might want to get a few work pants, not many, maybe 3 or 4 work pants or jeans that you like and feel comfortable in, that are trendy across the board, or must-haves, whatever country you go to. And then when you land in Japan, you can always find alternatives, but you can shop at international stores like H&M, Zara, or Uniqlo, which is also a Japanese brand. They tend to carry Western sizes online. But before you figure that out, they're very expensive. Before you figure anything out, please bring what can serve you for the time being. Next, you really want to pack hair products. You want to pack hair products, especially if you have curly hair, African hair, Black people hair. You want to carry your wigs and hair extensions as much as you can. I would recommend headband wigs or any nice wigs that you have that don't require a lot of manipulation, like gluing them down and setting them. And sorry guys, make sure you have those in check. As long as hair products like hair gel, shampoo, conditioner, whatever hair products that you use, make sure you bring them in surplus. However, in Japan, I realized even though they don't have hair products that work for our hair type, I have done my research. I've tried many Japanese products, like there's a shampoo that I use, there's a conditioner that I use, and what else? A hair mask that I like from the Japanese hairline products, which are really nice. But there are some, you can't find a good leave-in conditioner in Japan because they really don't do leave-in conditioners. The gels are there, but they don't have a strong hold. They just use them to slick their straight hair down. So in most cases, they can't work for type 4 hair. So if you know your hair has specific needs, please bring your products to last you a period of time. And if you're here and you have the money, you can always ship from Amazon US. But I would say bring as much as you can, because shipping from Amazon US is very expensive. The customs, the shipping fees, very expensive. Deodorant. So there's a belief that Asian people or Japanese people, Southeast Asia to be specific, don't believe in the use of deo. And I did my research on this. Apparently there's a certain gene that Asians have that makes them not to smell or not sweat as much. But if you're a Westerner, if you're Black, if you're white, we sweat a lot. The deodorant here doesn't work because it's not made for the same purpose as ours is made of. I don't know if that makes sense, guys. So you need to bring stronger deodorants. Deodorants in Japan, they just they're like for decoration. They're there to decorate. They don't work, guys. You would put it on for like even 10 minutes. You can't get past 30 minutes. you can't. And in hotter months like summer, even my deodorant, I need to reapply it a lot of times throughout the day because it's so hot and so humid. So imagine if you have to do that with a Japanese one. So bring as much deodorant as you can. Toothpaste, next one, toothpaste. Japanese toothpaste, most of them don't have fluoride. And to me, they kind of smell, I don't know, I don't like how they smell after you've brushed your teeth for a period of time. It does have this strange smell. And I prefer the fresh, minty, toothpaste smell, how strong it is, how nice it smells, how refreshing it makes your mouth feel. And Japanese toothpaste, many of them, I see some that do have, but not to the capacity of Western toothpaste. So if this is something that you prefer as well, bring your own. Lotion. Many Japanese products have whitening, lightening components. Yes. So if you're melanated like me, the Japanese products like skincare or body care that might bleach your skin, lighten your skin, whiten your skin. When you walk inside a Japanese drugstore, you'll notice that the products have whitening, lightening, whitening, lightening. This is very common and apparently it's a thing in Asia. So you really have to be careful because you don't want to turn 5 shades lighter than you actually are. You can find lotions that don't have the lightening or whitening components, but I would say bring your own. Also, the Japanese formula for many lotions that are even international, like Nivea, Vaseline, they're kind of altered to fit the needs of Japanese people. So it might not work for you as you're used to. So if you can, bring your own. Makeup. Yeah, if you're dark skinned, if you're from India, you have olive undertones, that part of Asia. If you're from America, if you're white as well, bring your own makeup, especially foundation, concealers, powders, skin tints, lip if you can, because you will never find those shades. You will never find those shades in Japan. Just bring your own in surplus. And then things like lipsticks and lip gloss, even lipsticks, sometimes they have a weird undertone fit for Japanese skin tones, but not black people's skin tones. So it might look a bit off on us. But every other thing is great. The setting sprays, the lip glosses are nice. The eyeshadows is so. For the Japanese market, they're okay. But for us, I don't think, I mean, depends on your type of makeup, but they might not be as pigmented as eyeshadows that are meant for people with darker skin tones. So bring your own makeup. Skincare as well. Japan has so many restrictions, guys. So many restrictions. So those skincare products that you would use at home, like your glycolic acid, you will not find them in Japan and you won't be able to ship them in Japan because of their medical regulations. They are very strict when it comes to medicine and skincare products that are very strong. So you'll not find your tretinoin, glycolic acid, salicylic acid in certain percentages as a lake acid, like those strong skincare products or medication, like things like birth control. You have to book an appointment with a doctor to even get like emergency pills or birth control. They are not things you'll just buy over the counter. Yeah. Some medication, like even over-the-counter medication that you'll find back home. In Japan, you most likely need a doctor's prescription or an appointment for them to actually assess the situation and see if you need that product or not. But you just can't walk in and get these things. If you're sexually active, get your own birth control, bring them to Japan, or have it done in your country. If it's an IUD, if it's the injection thing that they do it in your home country before coming. It's probably cheaper at home than in Japan. If you're a guy and you're sexually active, bring your own condoms, especially if you're very blessed or endowed, because in Japan, they're very small or they're not fit for Western people. So you might not have a pleasant experience. Please carry your own condoms. Next is shoes. If you have a bigger foot, I don't know what size. If you are size 41, Europe sizes and up, size 7 you can find. I think that's a size 25.5 Japanese size. But if you're like size 8 and above, 42 and above, you most likely might not find your shoe sizes here unless you shop at stores like Zara, H&M, But just in general, you can't find variety outside of that, because if you have a big foot, you might just have to ship in products. So if you don't want to go through that hassle in the beginning, bring shoes, at least work appropriate shoes. And by the way, in Japan, people don't wear dress shoes as much. They wear like sneakers, and yeah, they wear a lot of sneakers. Even with their suits, sometimes I see them with sneakers. They might have their dress shoes in formal meetings, but in school, you need to have two pairs of shoes, your outside shoes and your inside shoes. And the inside shoes, in most cases, should be comfortable. And what is comfortable? Sneakers. Food. This is the juicy part and the last one. Bring your comfort food. If you're African, from Kenya, from Southern Africa, West Africa, bring your fufu, bring your maize flour, you'll need it. Bring your spices, Maggi cubes, Royco cubes, bring them. Comfort food like snacks, tea. Kenyans, bring your Kenyan tea as much as you can. Your masala chai, your tangawizi, and everything, bring them. You will want them, you will crave them. Japan has of course, we do have like African stores and Indian, Asian stores that carry some African food, but they don't taste exactly the same. And if you're coming in, you lean towards eating food that you're comfortable with rather than new food. And for me, I really don't like Japanese food. It's very bland sometimes. I pick and choose what I like. And in general, I'm just a picky eater even back home. So if you're like me, bring your own food. But if you're East African, you most probably will enjoy Indian food, because it's just the same thing as we eat. You'll find your biryani, naan, pilau, you'll find it. But you don't want to spend that much money in your first year or your first month eating out. So bring in the things that you would need. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you again next time. Bye.